Hello everyone. Here is the second educational app by me. I am Akshat Kakkar, student at Marwar University of ICT department. I am guided by Professor C.D. Parmar sir, our HOD, and Professor Krunal Vasani sir, our Java faculty. The second application is about block by block. It is named block by block. It is of block parity. We can also call it as a Java D joint venture because block parity is also the or the topic of digital electronics DE, which is implemented by me with coding through Java on NetBeans. NetBeans is the open source IDE integrated development environment. So now let us open the app. See, here is the applet of it. Block parity done. So now let me maximize it. Okay. So block parity is similar to simple parity, but we can call it more perfect because block parity can identify as well as correct the error up to 1 bit. So if there is any 1 bit error in the code, in the transmitted code, so it can be corrected by using block parity, which was not done earlier with the parity, simple parity. As if you've seen my earlier video, so it is of simple parity. So it was a limitation of it, that it cannot correct correct the errors by its own, but in the case of block parity we can do it. So here it is a simple thing that parity bits are added both vertically as well as horizontally, means row wise also and column wise also. So we can generate a cell or a table like structure with the help of it. So here is also a limitation of block parity, that we can only detect and correct the error up to 1 bit. If there is more than 1 bit error and we have to detect and correct it, then we cannot use block parity. We have to go for Hamming code, which will be the next bit, which would be of next, which I will depict next time in the next application. So let's go further with the block parity. Okay. So here is the example. They are added, the parity is added row wise and column wise. Here is the original data. It consists of four words of 8 bits. Yes, 8 bit forwards. It is consisting of. So row wise parity is added. Here there are 4 1 0, 4 2 1 0, and 2 1 0. The parity is added by even parity, and vertically 3 ones, so parity added 1 1 1, so parity added 1 2 1 0 1 1 1 1 1, and 2 1 0, again single 1, so 1 single 1, so 1. So now this is the column parity added and this is the row parity added. Now the last parity or last cell which contains uh, the final parity, so it should be satisfied with both row parity as well as column parity. Now we can see that there in the column there are 6 ones, so we to make it even parity we have to add 0 over here, and in row also there are all the zeros, so to continue it with even parity we have to add 0. So this cell satisfies both the parity added, row parity as well as column parity. So now the new data would be of 9 bits with 5 words. Originally it was 8 bits with 4 words, but now this is 9 bit with 5 words. So all the data is sent to be sent in the transmission line, and then we would move further. So now next. Okay. So let us first dynamically check what is parity and what is actually the concept. So now let me enter Ganesh over here. Okay, Ganesh. So now next, we would separate all the characters so that ASCII values of all them are can be generated. So here all the characters are separated. ASCII values for all characters in decimal. So decimal ASCII for G is 71, decimal ASCII for A is 65, and so on. So now we would separate it in the binary ASCII of 7 bit, and we would arrange it in the pattern of blocks. So next, okay, first character, second character, third, fourth, fifth, 7 bit ASCII for fifth, and 7 bit ASCII values for sixth. Okay, so now this is the parent block, means this is the original block or message which want to be transferred. Now we will add the row wise and column wise parity to each and every code word. So A1 parity row and column wise which would be visible in eighth column and seventh row. Yes. So here it is visible. There are four ones, so 0, 2 ones, 0, uh, 4 ones again 0. There are 3 ones in E. So the parity bit added is 1. Here there are 4 ones, 0. Here there are 2 ones, so 0. Now vertically means column wise. So here there are 6 ones in. So to maintain even parity, we have to add 0. All the zeros, so 0. Only one single one. So added bit is 1, and so on. Now the time for final parity. Now let us predict it. Okay, so here we can see that only there is one. So to make this column, the eighth column as even parity, we have to add here 1. And the seventh row also we are having 3 ones. So we have to add here 1, of course, for having even parity. So let us see. Okay, so a final parity which would satisfy our row and column parity. Yes, one is added over here. Now all these words are transmitted on the final code word, so that they can be transmitted. See, first, second, third, fourth, up till eighth word. Okay. Now next. So now here we reach in the transmission line. We reach transmission line. So this is the code word to be transmitted. Here there were six letters, sorry, six letters, and each having 7 bit ASCII value and one parity bit, that is 8th row. So 48, and plus one last row which was added to for column parity. So 48 plus 8. So there are 56 total bits to be transmitted, and we can generate any error, or just enter 0 to don't not generate any error, but we will generate some error to see how it works. So we can generate any error in the length of 1 to 56. Let us generate error in fifth fifth letter or fifth bit. So now next, okay, modified code word. We can see that here on this portion we would see something. Okay, so here the fifth bit changed to 0 from 1. Now you can proceed to receiver line by clicking on proceed. Okay, proceed. Yes, here we are in the receiver line. This is the received code word. So now I'm clicking on next, separating all the code word in the group of 8 bits. Yes, here is the separated code word in the group of 8 bits. Now again we would arrange it in the blocks, because we have to identify the box or the cell in which there was some error. Okay, first, second in the block model, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh code word in the block model. So now next, let us find if the errors are any. Error identified in row 1. So okay, so here you can see that row 1 turns to pink because here it is or odd parity, but we have transmitted all the things and whole block with even parity. So here there are three ones, so it finds that something is missing or something is not proper in first row, and error identified in fifth column. As we can see here, one, two, three, four, five. In fifth column, here there are three ones. So here also there is odd parity. So we can see that something is turned out, some error has occurred in the fifth column. So now let us match the row and column, or we know this is the match because this is the row and this is the column. So error identified and corrected. So here there was 0, we can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here there was 0, but here it changed to be 1 because originally it was 1. So the matching cell of the row and column gives you the perfect match. So now we can see that here in row also it satisfies even parity, as well in column also it satisfies even parity. 4 ones over here and 4 ones over here. So even parity is done. So now let us proceed in next. Respective ASCII values generated uh, from decimal. Next, okay, calculating characters. Ganesh done. Result, setting the result. Ganesh, okay. So as we have transmitted Ganesh from the transmission point in, but in the transmission line we have altered the bit in the fifth position, but at the receiver side we can identify the error as well as correct it, and then we have got the correct message which was transmitted in the dynamic part. So now okay, Jai Hind, eager to learn, happy to upgrade my level. Okay, bye bye, and thank you everyone for watching my video, and I would always like to upgrade myself. Thank you.